Tupac. And this up. And what WTF on the split. And this just feels like um, I'm hearing death, I'm hearing rebirth, and this feels like a response. Like what the heck? Like what happened to you? Like how'd you're so different than you used to be, you know? It just feels like, and with Tupac, it just feels like a death. But you know, there's the rumors, oh, he didn't die. He's in Cuba or Haiti. He's in all these places, and it's like that's what this feels like. Like to them, it's like, damn, you're not. You know, the past version of yourself is gone, but it's like you're not really dead. Like you're in paradise. You know, you're just in a whole nother dimension. You're at a whole nother frequency now. You're vibrating completely differently, and and there's nothing wrong with that. So it's like, yeah, you got people like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on? Like, what happened? They might even be saying, you know, you're doing witchcraft or like terrible thing. And even that's like, that gets a bad rap and has negative connotations. But yeah, don't, it's all illusions. But yeah, they might be projecting all type of stuff on you. But it's like, you didn't do anything but cultivate that connection to your inner world and shed what you're not and allow those past versions of you to go because they're just not you anymore. There was nothing wrong with them, but it's just you're not that person anymore, and that's okay. So yeah, definitely lean into that. Lean into this new version of you that is now here. Lean into those things that are falling away and allow them to fall away and understand that everything that leaves will be replaced with something better, something more you, and yeah, the space will be filled. Honestly, nothing gets taken away to leave you just stuck with nothing, you know, because there is no separation, honestly. So it's like if something's moving away, it's just changing form. It's just a transition, you know. It's gonna be replaced with something that is more of a match for you, but it's gonna come back. You're not gonna be just left with nothing. And 333 on the split. It's like you're protected. You're divinely protected. And yeah, and try again at the bottom and let it go right under that. It's like don't be afraid to do things that may not have worked before, you know? Like if love has been a battlefield for you, oh wow. And Pisces Moon, which is a love song is on right now. Feels very relevant too. But it's like try again. Let go of the past results. Understand that you're a whole different person living in a whole new world right now. You've been doing the work, you've changed so much. So it's like, yeah, don't be afraid of the unfoldment of whatever's showing up right now, even if it feels like the same thing that you've been through before, if it feels like rem- reminiscent of a past dynamic, um, understand that it's not the cycle repeating. It's it's an opportunity to show you that you you're past the cycle. Not only did you outgrow it, not only did you leave behind, but you're at the point where you're not even fearful of it anymore, you know? Because you know there's the point where all right, you know to leave this cycle behind, you know that you're not entertaining anymore. But then there's that time where it's like you're extra on alert to avoid it, you know, like things that look like it because you're so pressed to never go through it again that now it's like something that shows up like no, that looks like that other thing. Like, your name is what? You got the same name as this other person? Hell no. Oh, you got the same sign as this other person? No, you know. But it's like there's a step beyond that where it's like, you know, I know that I'm such a different person that um, I'm in a whole new world. I'm in a whole new mind space that I'm no longer even in resonance to attract in those same things. It's like 011111 on the timer as I say that. It's like that's the level beyond that where it's like I'm not even afraid anymore. I'm willing to try again. I'm willing to embrace whatever shows up in my life, and I know it will be different because I'm different. I'm not the same person who attracted in that BS before, that was in resonance to that anymore, and I left that behind. So I know even if this comes in, it looks like it might be it. There's no way. It's impossible because I'm not that same person. And if you're not that same person, how could the same thing come in? Especially when you left the pattern behind. You allowed the cycle to close and complete itself, and was very intentional about that. So whatever this is, if this is like something you do, a hobby that you do that you enjoy, um, like if say you do music and it's performing, and you've performed and maybe it wasn't your best, or maybe you weren't received the way you wanted to be received before in the past, so you kind of are hesitant to go perform again, but you feel this call to perform, or you have a new song that you want to perform that feels amazing to you and you want to share it, but it's like every time I perform it never really goes as I think. Try again. You're a whole new person, a whole new world. Let it go. Allow yourself to be that baby. Allow yourself to be out there playing with your eyes closed. Remember where you've been today, and let it go and allow it to be new. And the song says, oh, I woke up in a whole new reality, literally. And it's like, yeah, that's the name of the game right now. And if it's love and it's, new love has come in, and you're hesitant because you're like, oh, okay, I don't want to deal with no BS. Or you've been by yourself for a long time, you've been really cultivating your relationship to yourself, and you just don't have no time for somebody to come mess up what you've been working on and been building. Understand that the universe knows you've been working to. The universe knows that you're in a no BS zone right now and that you don't have time for nothing. So if through all that, someone was able to get in and they feel right to you at a level before you start to be like, I don't know, they cool, but I can't afford that, Understand that they've been vetted, and that, hey, that God brought them to your door, honestly. And yeah, and like I said, that can be applied to anything, whatever it is. Let it go and try again. Be willing to, and understand that it's completely different, because it is. And what the F just popped out again? I'm telling you. You're gonna be looking completely different. I keep hearing that. And even if it's not physically, just you might be shining differently. Your light feels differently. You're being received differently. And it's just all different. An air snake? Yeah, I'm getting a visual of like a snake shedding its skin. But then the air feels like being light and flowy and able to move and be boundless, The air is not, it's all here, but it's not, it can't be contained. And that's the visual I'm getting, like a snake coming out of its skin, and but it's not it's coming out of the skin, but it's becoming air. Like as it shed its skin, you can't even see it anymore because it's just becoming one with the atmosphere, the world, everything. And yeah, that's a very specific visual, but I see that very clearly. And that's what it feels like we're undergoing right now. It's like as we're becoming more light and shedding a lot of these dense energies and our connection to holding on to a bunch of things in the physical, whether it be people, places we've outgrown, dynamics, situations, environments, all that. It's like, allowing ourselves to become light and shed a lot of these things, like, okay, this isn't me anymore. I don't feel myself in this place, and really allowing all these things to go. And as you do that, you look up and realize you shed your air now, you're light, and you're one with your reality, you're one with the world, because all that's left is you. And not just physical you, but the things that also feel like you, the things that are you, that are truly an embodiment of you and your energy, whether that be the relationships, the places you continue to go to now that you shed what's not you, and everything in between. So yeah, understand that that's the process that's happening right now, and you can meet it halfway. You can get clear and recommit to the things that feel like you, and and release the things that don't feel like you, that aren't an embodiment of where you're going. And understand that you'll shed your skin and you'll become as light as air. You'll become like the air. You'll become boundless. 444. You're supported in this process. Understand that the angels are here. Your guides are here. The universe is here and is always right behind you, right next to you, as you're actualizing all these things. And yes, sometimes it's a lonely road, and you're getting all this intel to do this, do that, stop doing that, don't do this, you remember this, be mindful of that. Like, understand that you're not alone in doing any of it. Like, you have to make the choices, yes, you have to show up, but understand that the amount of things you have no idea are being taken care of and orchestrated just so all you have to do is show up, is tremendous, you know, because that opportunity you just so happen to open Instagram and see, and you're like, oh wow, that's perfect for me, and then you go and you sign up or whatever you do to take advantage of the opportunity. Understand that the amount of things that had to happen for you to just be in that moment to even come across it is way more than you could ever know, you know? Like whoever it is that posted it had to have, their day went exactly how it did for them to post at the time that they did. The algorithm had to do, the algorithms are all topsy-turvy. They had to do their thing for it to be in front of you. And that's just that day, you know? There was a whole life of things that happened in that person's life before that day for them to even have the opportunity to present it, for it to be the perfect opportunity for you in that moment. It's like you could really zoom out as far as you can and realize that everything had to happen exactly how it did for that one ass moment, for your moment. And understand that you're not alone in any of that, because you're not the one forcing all that to happen. You weren't the one impacting their life so they could create this app so you could take advantage of it, or create this opportunity so you could take advantage of it. So it's like, yeah, understand you're supported, and don't fall for the illusions of separation or feeling like you're alone, because you're so far from alone. And it's like you have so much support behind you, so much cheering you on, so much happening in your favor at any given time, more than you ever know and could ever know, and more than you need to know. Like if you could know everything, cool, but it's so much. You'd spend the rest of your life just consuming information and processing it, because it is way too much. It's like, what a blessing it is that you don't have to know all this stuff. You get to just experience it. That's so divine. That's such a blessing. It's like there's so much just operating and happening on your behalf, and you just have to do what you feel in your heart. You have to do what feels aligned and keep that clear vision of where you're going as you do all these things, as you navigate what pops up for you, and trust that it will all lead you to where you're going. That's beautiful, and I'm thankful. I'm super grateful for that to be the reality of the situation. Yeah, and I get more proof of that all the time. And yeah, family on the split. It's like it takes a village. It's not just you. It's everything. It's the person who broke your heart. It's the bully from elementary school. It's your mom. It's your dad. It's everything. Everybody played their part to mold you into exactly who you are. Who's the person who's primed to work with these energies and to really make the most out of their life. And it's like, be thankful for it all. And understand that, yeah, you're supported. You're very, very supported. And that support may look good, bad, and ugly depending on the time, depending on what's going on, but it's all support nonetheless. And yeah, and for me, it's like, be so immersed in your life, in your journey, and in your connection to it all, that even the bad you see, you feel connected. You feel connection from, as bad things pop up, understand that they're pushing you towards everything that you are just the same way. And it's like, if you can really cultivate that relationship to everything, understand that there will be no suffering. Because once you see everything as for you and serving your highest purpose, and serve just fell out, as you see it as that, and get out of your head on the bottom, and free yourself from the prisons that are very self-imposed, and that are products of programming, that are products of conditioning, that are products of society, and everywhere you've been, and the places your parents have been, and the places their parents have been, and all that, yeah, it's all said and done. It's all here for you. It's like, hell yeah. It's just like the universe is really telling you, like, yo, call me. I got you. If you feel confused, you ever feel alone, come talk to us. Like, come within. Understand that you have everything within you. You're supported by everything. I love you on the bottom. I am on the bottom. It's like you are everything that you want. You are everything that you call on for help. You are everything that you feel like you're at the mercy of. And the minute you take your power back, you'll realize how loved and supported you are. From yourself, from your higher self, your future self, your past self, from God, from the universe, from planets far away, galaxies far away, from everything. And yeah, that's all you're being asked to do. fall in love with yourself, honestly, and understand that everything will come right behind that. Fall in love with the way your mind works. Fall in love with your soul and everything it wants to show you, and go, move forward, and follow that. And the song is saying, "Get me going, get me going." And it just, oh wow, yeah, this is dope. But yeah, it's all here for you, and all you have to do is enjoy it and embrace it and start walking, and just enjoy the unfoldment of it. It doesn't have to be much more serious than that. I don't know. Yeah, get out of your head again. And stop overthinking it. Stop overthinking it. This is not something you're gonna get in the mind. Like, you're not gonna sit here and look, Scorpio on the bottom. It's like, this is something that you have to dive into. You have to go into that darkness and live it to truly understand it. So if you're trying to sit here and logically make peace with it before you allow yourself to experience it, there'll be a disconnect, and you're not gonna get to connection through separation. You have to just really merge with it, merge with these truths, merge with the possibilities of them, and allow them to actualize through you, because that's how they actualize anyway. You're the vehicle, you're the point in which all of these things play out. So if you're trying to wait for them to play out separate from you before you allow them to room in your experience, that's not the way to do it, and it won't get you there. So like I said, you don't have to just accept anything. It's just like, okay, this is true, but you just have to allow just a little bit of room for it to unfold and for you to be able to see, because it will. And that's all it takes, is a little bit. You'll get the proof. Like, there's all type of proof finding us every day, all day, every day. If you have the awareness and the openness to see it, and that connection to yourself to trust it, and not questioning it, lost and twisted up in the mind. Snake and 5. And this just feels like changes afoot, and trusting the journey and understanding that change is the only constant in this life. You will continue to shed your skin. Even as you understand these things, in a bit you'll shed some of this stuff too, as more truth becomes available, as your reality becomes more refined and more you'll outgrow some things, and you'll have to go through this process again. You'll have to shed the skin again. Change will continue to keep coming. And so I get used to that and embrace it, enjoy it. Understand that that's an exciting thing. Staying the same forever sounds way more scary than changing and growing and shedding and evolving all the time. Like, that sounds perfect, because the world is always changing. Nothing around stays the same. Even if you stayed in the same place for however long you stayed there, when you go outside, some of them trees are taller, there's new trees, there's new birds, there's old birds that are gone, that aren't there no more. There's, that things are changing. It's like, no matter how much you clean, how much you try to keep things the same, the reality of it is they're not the same, and they'll never be the same. So the best thing you can do is allow yourself to be the exact same way, because you are nature. You are a part of everything that is. So yeah, when in doubt, check with nature and see how aligned you are, because you are aligned. You are aligned, literally. I'm gonna pull 2 more Oracle, and then I'm gonna go back to Tarot. I feel like there's unfinished business with Tarot, so